Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to work on the Buds in Bloom necklace. And this necklace is the big bad sister of the Spring Flower Buds necklace. So if you've been with me for a while, you might have remembered, you might remember the Spring Flower Buds necklace. It was one of my first few videos. So this is a bigger version with some little twists and changes. And I've done one all in pearls. Big, we're using 6mm and 5mm pearls. I've done one in gemstones. These are sodalite semi-precious gemstones. On this one I filled all the netting areas, and this one I left it open. So there's some options here. Working on a couple of bracelets. Not sure what's going to happen with them, but we will have some companion pieces, at least a bracelet. So I'm going to clear the decks. I'm going to get started on this necklace. See you in a few. Okay, let's get our materials list going. So you'll need a 6mm bead. I'm using a pearl, a 5mm, another pearl. You need some Toho Demi Rounds. This is an 8-0. You can use an 11-0 here, or an O bead. You need an 11-0 seed bead. You need 3.4mm Miyuki drop beads. You need a few 3mm bicones. These are just for the clasp area. You need a clasp of your choice. I'm using a size 10 beading needle. I'm using 8-pound Fireline black satin, and I've got a stop bead going here. Alright, so that's what you're going to need. I'm going to put all the amounts, the colors, the beads, everything, where I purchased the beads in the description box below the video. So always click that down arrow or the show more, and the box will open, and there's all kinds of good info there. Stuff I add on, stuff I might have forgotten, stuff like that. Alright, so gather up your materials and we'll get started with this necklace. See you in a few. Okay, let's start. So thread your needle with about 5.5, 6 feet of thread. You're going to have to add thread here during this necklace, so just work with what's comfortable. I'm going to stop bead. You have about a 6 to 8 inch tail, so you can sew it in nicely. So we're going to pick up a demi round, a 5mm, a demi, a 6mm, a demi, a 6, a demi, and a 6. This is what I have. I'm going to drop them down. I'm going to turn that into a circle. Just going to wrap it around, and then I'm going to sew up through all my beads. So the demi, the 5mm, the demi, the 6mm. Just going to go around past my stop bead just to reinforce this a little bit. So here I'm passing the stop bead, I'm coming around again. And I want to come out this side bead, this 6mm right here. I'm just going to pull my beads over a little bit. Okay, picking up a demi, a 6mm, a demi round, a 6mm, a demi, a 5mm, and a demi. I'm coming out of here, so this is what I have. Let me just show you that first. Just like that. Coming out of here, just going to come through the top of that bead, just the 6mm. It's on my next unit. Just going to sew around the beads until I get to this side bead again. I'm going to pick up a demi, a 5, a demi, a 6, a demi, a 6mm, and a demi. Coming out of here, I'm going to come around, just like that, put on another unit, sew around until I get to that side bead again. and so on. And this is what I'm going to do all the way down. Just be mindful of when you pick up your beads, make sure your 5mm is always at the top. All right? So now you're just going to continue doing this until you get to the length of your necklace minus the clasp. Now my necklace is 18 inches, my clasp is about an inch, so I'm going to make mine 17. However, it's a collar, so you want to make sure that it fits correctly. So you're going to, as you bead, you're going along and your necklace is a certain length, let's say you're 6 or 7 inches, 8 inches, hold it up and see how it's looking, see how it's feeling around your neck. As you get closer to the end, you'll put it around your neck, and if it's falling nicely where you want it, that's where you're going to stop. All right? Okay, so get this part done and then meet me back here and we'll continue. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back, and in the interest of time and space, I'm going to make a mini necklace. And also, if you notice, I have a black pearl right there, and it was mixed up in my bag of dark gray pearls, and I didn't notice. I mean, it's hard to even see it on camera, but that is a different color. All right, so we're just going to leave it just so, lesson learned, if, just to check. All right, so here I'm at the end of my necklace. So I'm coming out of this pearl at the end. I'm going to pick up an 11/0, the 5mm, and an 11/0. Now, if you want, you can use those little 2mm druck beads on either side, or a 3mm bicone, anything you like. I'm just going to use 11/0. We're just filling in this space right here with this bead. So you can just go crazy here. You can put a 4mm there. It just will be tiny, or even a 6mm. Just be bigger. All right, so coming out of here, we're just going to hop over to the next one. So working with all these center beads right here. I'm going to hop over to the bottom of the next one and come through, just like that. All right, pull that on. It's just going to place a bead right in the center. Pick up an 11/0, 5mm, and an 11/0. Coming out of here, just hop over to the next one. Come on through. That pops up right in the center. It's diagonal, it's put on diagonally, but it pops everything right in the center, just like that. So just keep doing that until you get all the way to the end, and then meet me back here and we'll do the next round. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So I've gotten all my top beads on my mini necklace. So at the end, you've finished at one end. Just cut the thread off at that point, or you might even be running out of thread at this point. And we're going to add a thread over here. All right, so I'm going to pick up my piece. So I've threaded my needle with about 5 to 6 feet of thread, and I'm just going to add a thread. And I have a video for adding thread, which I will put a link in the description box below this video for you to see that. But I'm going to show you how right here. So I just go, this is what I do on every project when I add thread. Just go back a few beads. So I want to come out here, so I'm just going back a few. And you go in pattern. So if you're doing right angle weave, then you put it on using right angle weave. So I'm just needling through my thread path, the same thread path I used to make the the necklace. Just coming around, and I'm going to come out this bottom 6mm pearl. So I've just followed my thread path. The bead, the stop bead is holding my thread in place, so I don't even have to sew that in yet. I can sew that in later. All right, so now I'm going to pick up 3 11/0s, a drop, and 3 11/0s. Coming out of here, I'm going to come around the other side, attach that on like so. Now I'm going to advance through the O bead, the demi round. I know I'm going to call it an O bead. Pick up an 11/0, go through the next demi and pearl, pick up 3 11/0s, a drop, and 3 11/0s. Coming out of here, just come around the pearl and the demi, go through the pearl and the demi, Pick up an 11-0, go through the demi and the pearl. Do it one more time. Come, take 3 11-0s, a drop and 3 11-0s. Coming out of here, just come around the other side of the pearl and come through the demi, the next demi. Pick up an 11-0, go through the next demi and the next pearl. Oops. And this is what you have for the next round. So you're just going to continue that all the way down to the end, and then meet me back here, and we'll keep going. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back, and this is what I have so far. And at this point, I mean, you could finish your necklace off and be done with it. We're just going to add another round of embellishment on the bottom. Why not? All right, so I'm coming out of this 6mm pearl. Let me pull it a little bit. All right, so I've put this last group on, and there I'm coming out. So here I'm just going to advance my needle through the 3 seed beads and the drop bead. Hold it with my thumb. I'm going to pick up 3 11-0s, the drop, and 3 11-0s. Now you'd think you just go to through the next one, you know, the next drop, but I don't really like the way that it looks. It's too wide, so I'm just going to come up these 3. And you could do it the other way if you want. I just like the way this looks better. I put it on like that, and then I'm going to come through the pearl, just the pearl, just like that. And I'm going to come down these 3, not the drop, just the 3 seed beads. Like that. I'm going to pick up 3 11-0s, a drop and 3 11-0s. I'm going to come up this group of 3. Put on my next little group right there. Then I'm going to come through the pearl, like that. And then we'll straighten out eventually. And then I'm going to come down the 3 11-0s, like that. Pick up 3 11-0s, a drop, and 3 11-0s. I'm going to come up these guys. Come through the pearl. Just the pearl. And so on. So that's how I'm going to put this next like sort of netting bit on. And I just like the way it sits. So I'm just going to continue that all the way down to the end, and then meet me back here and we'll do yet another round. We'll add this guy on here. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So let's get our last embellishment on. All right, so I'm coming out of a 6mm pearl. I'm just going to work my way around. So I'm going to come through the 3 seed beads and that drop bead. I'm going to follow my path here, so I see my threads going up this way. I'm going to come through these 3. And I'm going to come through this 11O right there in between those two O beads, just like that. I'm going to pick up a pearl. I'm going to come through the drop bead in this direction. So I'm coming out of here, I'm coming through this direction. That's going to place my pearl on perfectly. I'm going to come up 3 11Os like that. I'm going to come up the 3 11Os on the other side. Don't get caught. I'm going to come through the pearl, the O bead, and the 11O. I'm going to pick up a pearl. I'm going to come through the drop bead. That's going to place that pearl on. I'm going to come up the 3 11Os. These 3 11Os. Across the pearl, the demi round. If I said O bead, I'm sorry. The demi. Pick up a pearl. And come through the drop bead. Okay? And that's how I'm going to add all my final pearls on. So keep doing that until you get all your pearls on, and then meet me back here, and it's going to be clasp time. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So now we're going to put the clasp on. So if I was doing a whole necklace, I would add a new thread on and put the clasp on separately. But you can do it any way you want. I'm going to use the thread that's coming out of this pearl. So you want to come out of the end pearl. So that's going to be a 6 millimeter. Pick up a demi, a 5 millimeter, a demi, a 6 millimeter, oops, a demi, a 5 millimeter, and a demi. Just, you're coming out of here, come around. So you've put on a unit at the end. I kind of like it because it sort of flattens things out. Now just come around. Come through your 6 millimeter, just the 6 millimeter. So you're coming around all the beads, you know, the demis included, and then just come out this side, 6 millimeter. Going to pick up 4 of your 11Os, your clasp, and 4 11Os. Come around, just like that. Now reinforce. All the way around. So we've come down to the end here. So I've come around. You can go around twice if you want. Pick up a 3 millimeter bicone. Come through these 3. Come across this unit. Now I'm running out of thread because I did use the end thread, but you won't be. Come up these 3. Pick up your 3 millimeter bicone and reinforce again. So you see how that comes out? So that makes it nice and tight. So what you're going to do is you're going to come around this whole unit again and then So you'll come around, so here we are coming around, and then you'll tie some half hitch knots along your piece until it's nice and secure, and then you've got one end of the clasp on. All right, so get that done, and then meet me back here, and we'll do the other side. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back, so let's get the other end on. So we're going to do this sort of elongated loop, so it gives us a little space to get this toggle bar through the loop. So you need this little extra bit here. All right, so here's my piece, and here's my clasp. Now, just a little heads up, when you put on a toggle, the way this loop is facing makes a difference on how it's going to lay. This one's perfect. It's laying perfectly this way. This one's sort of horizontal. I would put a jump, if I was going to make a full neck, if I was making a full necklace, I would put a jump ring on here so that it lays flat and nice. It'll probably be okay, but just be mindful of that. So I'm going to pick up 9 seed beads. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do a total of 18, but I can't get them all through this loop. So I'm going to put 9 on one side. And then I'm going to pick up 9 more. Like that. And I'm coming out of the 6mm here on the bottom. I'm just going to come through just the top of the 6mm bead and come around. So I'm going to have this sort of humongous loop on here. So what I want you to do is you're coming out of the 6mm, go up 4 of the 11/0s. Like that. And then cross over and go down the 4. So 4 from the bottom. Alright? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And when I pull, see how it pulls it together? And we're going to pull it together even more by going around. So we're going to come around the 6mm again, up the 4 beads, go on down one more time just to secure it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a 3mm bicone. I'm going to come through this O bead, the 6mm, and the next O bead. So I'm going around my right angle weave unit in pattern, and that's going to pop that little bead right there. Then I'm going to come through the 6mm again, just going around my piece, up the demi, pearl demi. I'm going to pick up the other 3mm, come back up my 4 beads. So that's secure, and now I'm going to go around the loop at the top for a second time. So go through as many beads as you can. Come, let's see, through the loop, through all the beads in the loop, back down the other side. Like that. And down. And then come on through these beads again and tie some half hitch knots. So here I've come back through the 6mm and then go around, go down. Here I'll do 1 knot. So here I'm going to come through, before I put my knot in, I'm going to come through the demi. Then I'm going to just grab a thread from underneath, make a loop, come through, and then come through the pearl. And then you can, what you can do on this side is you can just do the same thing by putting some knots there. And then you have your clasp on. All right, so get that done. Meet me back here and we'll look at our necklaces. All right, see you in a few. We're back, and so here are our necklaces. So here's our little, our mini necklace, which I love this combination. Really, any combination. It looks really pretty. Here's the original. Here's, here's Little Sister I pulled out. So this is Spring Flower Buds. Here's Buds in Bloom. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.